Call the meeting to order.
My hand changed size, right?
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is that special?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Roll call, board members. Mr. Brown.
Here.
Mr. Anderson.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here? Okay. Angie?
I'm here. I'm
Okay.
present.
Mark is off having a good time, and I'm here, so we do have a quorum. I'd like an approval of the board minutes from 10:9. Approval of motion and a second.
I move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved. Board members report. Ron, you got anything except you're feeling better a little bit?
That's all I have.
That's the big thing right
To
now.
get out of bed.
Yeah, okay, great. I'm glad you're feeling better. And listen to your wife. I hear you're not doing things you should. Yeah, never mind. I have sources. Gene, you got anything? Yeah, go ahead and, I haven't even looked at
I
it yet.
feel pretty inadequate since I haven't been here the last couple of months due to various good reasons on my part, I thought. It looks like as far as assets, current cash on hand, we're not doing too badly. We're a couple $1,000s less than what was last month.
We're pretty close.
Yeah, that's not a critical item. Looking down, scanning at the other numbers, they just don't really look too unusual to me. Although I realize that we are running basically a little bit in the red, so we're gonna need to sometime in the future figure out what we're gonna do about that. And I'll let Kathy address that, because she's got some ideas.
Yeah, okay.
You're working for free.
On a personal note, I just wanted to tell everybody that I'm not planning on running again for this seat. It'll be about 10 years that I've been on the board when this seat is up.
Well, I hate to hear that.
Yeah, me too. But I'm sorry, I just don't have it in me anymore.
Well, that's
I've seen
totally
the board through a
understandable.
lot of things, we've met some goals, we've done some great stuff. Quite frankly, the board is going into some avenues now that I'm not good at. And I just don't see myself as being able to deal with the future. I say this now because I want to have us plenty of time to find somebody to fill the seat.
Yeah, somebody's gotta fill your seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you find somebody who wants to fill the seat, then I'll go ahead and resign and they can fill it, you can appoint them immediately.
Well,
So,
that's something we have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
And like I say,
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
it'll be a big loss for the board, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so, okay.
okay, I'm done.
Okay, Angie, you got,
No.
okay, I have nothing right now, except I apologize to you, sir, for that box that I thought was broken. I didn't pay much attention to it, it was broken, okay, fine.
I have it on the list.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I should have paid more
Not a
attention to it.
problem.
You know, there was no water coming out of it, but it was broken. Just a,
I'll explain that.
yeah, okay, that's fine. But I do apologize for sending you out for nothing. Other than that, I have nothing. Manager's report, Miss Kathy.
All right. Critical infrastructure, we're working on the final arrangements for payments before the contract is generated. Hopefully we'll have a resolution by the end of this week and we'll be able to move forward on the project. I think in the meeting, it was discussed that they could have stuff on the ground pretty quickly once we get the contract in place. So like within a couple weeks, right? Get some of the stuff? Okay. Tanks, I did go ahead and get that ordered, the cleaning of both tanks. That's set up for tomorrow, right, maybe?
No, we don't have a specific, they're gonna call me.
Okay, all right, apparently, the crew that was supposed to be out here on Saturday ran into 3 feet of sediment in the last tank, and it was a, what, 400,000 gallon tank or something
Big
like that.
tank
It
up
was a
in Fallon,
huge tank.
Nevada.
And so they were put off by another 3 or 4 days getting that cleaned out.
Okay, well,
Ours are
that's not a
spotless.
big-
But,
Yeah,
because we get our water secondhand, so
yeah,
our water's already cleaned before we get
Yeah,
it, so, it should go without a hitch. Rate increase, I have in my management summary here, included in the packet, but I did not include it, I apologize. I did email it to all of you, so I would like to get some input. This isn't an official input thing, because I think the way it's at least been done in the past is we put it out to, the customers, so give them a chance for feedback, look at what we really need to do as far as revenue change, and then have it agreed upon just prior to the budget going out for the following year. So we have some time.
yeah, but
I
I
just
want
thought
to get the ball, keep it
Do
rolling.
you have a 5, 10, I mean, a percentage of what we need to go up? I mean,
Well, I mean, if you look at our last budget, we're over our budget by like 15,000. So any and everywhere that we can increase within the tolerances of the town, I think we should explore, but we really need to get some feedback from them.
Yeah,
I also have to look at what the county, what our bump in taxes would be if we take it up to the max amount. And I should be able to have that information maybe for you guys at the next meeting, or I could just send an email and we can kind of,
that's fine. Okay.
yeah. Financial report. Let's see, put my glasses back on. Last month I mentioned that I was hoping that we could have a big check for taxes in October, but I went back and looked, and we do not have a big check until this month. Our check was actually kind of low this month.
That's because first half taxes are due November 1st, from when they billed everybody.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it was 16,000 last year, so I'm crossing my fingers it's even more this year.
it'll probably
Which
be
will
more
put us
because
back in a very
taxes went
safe.
up. I know
Yeah.
that our percentage went up like 1 or 2%.
Yeah, and watching the sales, the worth has definitely been going
Yeah.
up, so that's good. So I'm really crossing my fingers that we can get out of trouble soon, and I won't have to take any more from savings, which I haven't had to. We did get the invoices from Greenfield Dynamics. I did go back. They never did put through the other credit authorization either, for the first visit that they had. So, I'm putting through both right now to the county, and we'll get paid and then I'll pay them. So that's that. Lead and copper, I have received word that the report we submitted stating no information on any of the lines has been accepted. I just kind of want to briefly say that to the customers, that we did not even ask them if we could go on to their properties and inspect their lines, because I'm assuming nobody really wants us to do that. We test for lead and copper in our water supplies anyways. This is a mandate that has come down from the government, and all we did was say that we don't have information. I have to put out a letter to all of the residents, letting them know that we don't have information on their lines. I know that we're gonna get
Well, yeah,
Well,
people calling.
we don't have an ordinance that says we can enter their property to examine our.
It's not our
It's
line,
not ours.
it's
It's
their
on
line.
their
We
side.
still, I'm just saying, is we had an ordinance saying that we still had the right to inspect because we are supplying water to
The
that
county
residence.
has an ordinance.
I don't know, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care, I mean, but I just, usually you do
all
have,
we
Yeah.
really had to do was to pick, like, we're so small, 5 homes,
yeah.
and
That's
go
been the
inside and
previous,
test them.
but now this current administration has put through a demand that we find out what all the lines are for all the
But
properties.
we only have 180 something people.
Yeah, but
Well,
this
still.
is nationwide, this
Yeah,
isn't,
it's everywhere.
yeah,
Huh.
this is a new thing.
So they're surpassing the letter of the law.
They're changing the law.
They can't do that without an official law
They
change.
don't have a search warrant is where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's private property.
Yeah.
We don't have a
That
search
could be a real
warrant.
sticky
But the
wicket.
municipality is the holder of the water, they are responsible for the keeper of supplying water to that, I've already dealt with.
Yeah, to the residents, but our
You stop it
responsibility
there, you,
stops at the property line.
Stops at the
Because
property.
they put that, the rest of it they put in, we have nothing
And
to
the
do with
testing
it.
they want done is from the property line to the house.
Right,
That's theirs,
well, it's not
exactly.
testing, it's not
See how they
testing.
can do that.
It's not testing, we're supposed to see what they actually have in the
what type
ground.
of
It's
line
not-
they have,
What
if it's
kind of line
copper,
they have.
steel. That's
And
what
so
they want.
I'm
have to
just
dig
saying,
your
we're gonna be
line?
putting
Yeah.
that out there, I'm
No,
sure you
usually
guys
the
are gonna get
homeowner,
flagged,
what
we're
they
gonna
do is
get
they go
flagged,
through the policy,
because
so
people
we're
aren't gonna
gonna
understand. And so I'm
say, well,
just
it's plastic.
saying this on video.
That's a new thing, I gotta look that up,
But if
because
you see where, what's
it's
coming out of the
completely
meter and
different
what's
from
coming
what
into
they
the
said.
house.
You're
We
gonna
had
get a
to
letter
turn in by
points.
to, you're
October.
gonna get a letter to, and it's a form
Yeah,
letter.
yeah, I know.
from-
It could change 6 times.
I'm not sure if it's ADQ, I mean, I got it through the program, the online program that they had us report through. I think it might be ADQ, I can't remember honestly, but it has a bunch of cited regulations and stuff, so it'll give you a start for
Good.
looking things up. And I've gotta get those in the mail by Friday. I was gonna talk to Lau about possibly delivering some of them, but maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah. When we do the meters, you jump off the truck, you read the meter, go. If you're delivering those,
There's
and one
questions.
person, you gotta get out of the
Yeah.
vehicle, walk up to the door, knock
Yeah.
on the door.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that'd take a lot of time.
You're talking couple days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'd be easier, and if you're an asshole like me, why didn't you just mail it?
yeah.
Can't we put them in with a water bill at the end of the month?
No, we have to have them out by the 15th.
Oh,
It has to be within
So-
30 days of us submitting our report to them, we have to, the state, we have to have them in the, yeah.
I guess we could drop them off at all the houses.
Well, if you got in the post office tomorrow, they should be in their box by Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
all we
Just
have to
trying
do
to
is
save
have it
the-
stamped
postage.
by, by Friday.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that, I was thinking I would just take them over tomorrow, but I was thinking maybe if we get some of them delivered, then,
Well,
that's
yeah.
fine, it doesn't matter, that's fine, I'll mail
Yeah.
it.
Well, you have
I don't wanna
people
put a
Always
burden
blame it on
on.
the post office.
Everybody else does.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, we got a new mail person again, so.
Yeah. All right, and that's all I have?
Okay, cool. Mr. Lau, what do you have to tell us?
Well, let's see, we just recently got the truck serviced,
Okay, cool.
okay? When we got it back, the engine light came back on.
Oh, good.
So Monday, Malcolm took it in, had it checked, and they reset it. And, well, engine light's back on again. So there's a problem there that's turning that on.
It's an
But they can't-
AGR code.
Oh,
Okay. We just, on Monday, we also repaired a flat because of the grader out there. Something got
mm-hmm,
flat tire and we put, so that was repaired and we put a new tire on also. We have one tire left that needs to be replaced. We still don't have a jack or a spare. Now, I had a large bottle jack that some thieves had left me out at a prior work site. We're gonna go through it, see if we can make it usable, but to change the tires, I brought a large floor jack over, and it's just a little rough in the dirt, so we put some plywood on it so we could change the tires and haul them into my van. So that's what's going on
We
with
should
that.
get you a jack.
What's that?
We should get you a jack.
The chlorine's still down there. Valley Pioneer hasn't fixed their water line, so it's still going back. I want to talk with Frank because if we take a calculation with time and site, we can figure out roughly where the water is starting from.
mm-hmm.
So he might have an area where he can work in to find his leak. So for now, I'm still shutting off that valve, so we're not
Still doing it
draining our
manually.
chlorine tanks.
Yeah, okay.
And that's working, it's functioning fine. We had 12 new meters bought, I have 5 remaining, and we're getting better at putting in meters.
Oh, yeah? Practice makes perfect, huh?
Practice makes perfect, yeah. We're not cussing as much.
Oh, good.
Although the one at.
Yeah, that lady appreciates that.
The one at the post office was in a small concrete box.
Yeah, you
Right
can
on
barely
the
get your
street.
hands and the meter in there. so-
That one was a fight, but we got it. The tank cleaning, they were supposed to be here on Saturday. And so on Thursday, I still hadn't found a key to that lock on tank one. So on
Okay.
Thursday, I planned on going up there and
Taking
cutting
care of
it
it.
out. And that's when I found the flat tire on the truck.
Oh.
So Friday, I took my van and a collapsible ladder and I went up there. I cut it off. We have a new lock for tank one, the ladder and the tank at Mineral Park also are all three on the same lock.
Good.
There's a tagged key on the keyboard, and there's also on the light switch in the pump house, there's a key. So if you need to get to those tanks, go to my keyboard, you can find it. It's all labeled.
Okay, cool.
Okay. The computer in inline, we still haven't figured out why we can't set up automatic. Yesterday, I took the manual to it down to April. And when I also ended up talking with former maintenance manager Matt. And he said when he was here, they put a program in the laptop where they could actually plug into that computer and read stuff off.
I've heard that.
So I don't know where the cables are, but that's one of the things I'm gonna be looking for, because we got boxes of cables in my office.
Yeah, there's a box of, I've seen them.
So I'm gonna be looking for that,
Mine.
because that could be handy. Speaking of computers, I don't have one.
Okay.
For ordering and whatnot.
Okay.
And what might be an idea is to get a new computer for your office manager. And then I will have the old
The old
laptop
laptop, yeah.
with that program on it, if that makes sense to you. And if you want a
Yeah.
new computer, which you were talking about new ones already. So it seemed to me, I don't
Well, that
want
makes a lot of
to hand me
sense.
down. I won't be using it near as much
Yeah.
as she
Well,
will.
why don't Kathy, why don't you go ahead and look into that? and see
If that
what-
makes sense to you, I thought I'd
See
recommend
what, see
that.
what kind of money we're talking about.
Okay.
That's
Because I
kind
think
of
that's a
an
good
old
idea.
computer anyway.
It is.
Right.
Yeah,
We talked about pump 3 down at Inline where I replaced the seal on it. We don't have a spare seal, so I'd like to have one at least around, because it's the same seal for all 8 pumps.
Yeah.
So I'd like to get one of those orders.
Don't you have to buy the whole kit?
It's just a seal basically.
Oh, is
in
it?
a- in a
Oh,
box,
okay.
yeah.
okay, so that's a good idea, let's go ahead and,
That way we have one on hand.
Yep.
Then, this bleeder valve, it's a nut on top of pump 3 down at Mineral Park. Mineral Park pump 3 is offline and has been since before I started here, and that's because it leaks. So I'd like to get a spare bleeder valve and get it in there so that at least we can use that pump and have it back online.
Is that the only reason?
Yeah, it's the only, according to Ben, that's the only reason it's offline. It's
Well,
because it
all
leaks.
right, let's go ahead and, I can't see not having a spare
Right,
and not having that pump online.
right.
Yeah, because
So
we should be alternating them,
yeah, but that's automatic down at Mineral Park. And with that off, it just runs 1, 2, and 4.
yeah.
But normally with the auto system, it should rotate them.
Mhm.
It should.
Okay.
Okay, then, second in payroll, we had that leak last month, and you suggested I turn it off. I did turn it off. However, it didn't stop it. The R valve was not working, so
Oh.
that valve has been replaced.
Okay, so,
Okay, and if you notice, it's dry down there in that corner.
okay, I haven't looked lately,
Yeah.
so,
We
Good.
replaced that valve.
Okay.
Okay,
and we still got it turned off? Is it still leaking on his side?
well, he's had a guy working on it, Randall across the street from him.
Oh,
When
okay.
he has time, so it's actually, he's got a big hole there and a piece of
Oh,
plywood
okay.
over it.
All right.
But I think it was the connection into his pressure relief valve.
Hmm.
I believe that was where it is. So the straw house, fiber optic had put that actually in somebody's driveway.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So when Kathy told me she got the email. I said, I sent her a text right back. Malcolm and I checked it out last week.
Okay.
I didn't have to go check it out, didn't have
Okay,
to go
that's
anywhere.
fine.
Yeah, it was all taken care of.
Yeah,
We knew what it was. And
something I should have paid a little more attention to rather than, oh, it's
it
broken.
actually says fiber on the green top.
Thank you.
Oh,
Go ahead, rub it in a little bit. Yeah, I know. I just don't wear them.
Jack and Square. Okay, we have some people from Utah. Zion that lives up on Tennessee,
Peter, yeah.
Yeah,
over next to you. They called me this last weekend and asked me to unlock their meter because they forgot their keys. And I'm going, yeah, I'll be over there. I went and did up a work order and I went and unlocked it and turned it on. And said, you're not supposed to have a key to this. And they were kind of, So what I did, instead of making a big issue out of it, I figured out which key works on it. It's a 2081.
Mhm.
And I have a 3753 lock
Okay.
on my keyboard with a note on it for that meter.
Okay,
So the next time I go up there to lock it out when they're going on standby, it'll have a 3753.
Yeah.
They won't have a key, and we don't have to make a stink about it.
yeah, that's right.
So
Don't know how
that's,
that happened, but it just happened.
yes. So somebody before me probably was being kind and friendly, which I
Yeah.
don't agree with, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
I-
the board
no.
does not agree with also.
There's no reason for them to have a key.
But I have a simple solution to it.
Yeah,
And it doesn't cause any heartache
no,
and all that.
no big argument.
Exactly. All right, a question on the old iron pipe. We have that iron pipe in the yard, and is it something we're gonna be using? We're replacing all that, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't we probably load that up in the truck and scrap it and get
Scrap
some
it.
cash,
Yeah,
bring it back?
Take it to Bulldog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where-
I
Scrap
want,
what?
we're cleaning up. I
Yeah.
don't know if you noticed, but the
Yeah.
cement mixer's gone. Ben took it home.
good.
Mark was talking to me about taking that little blue trailer with the generator in home. That'll help clean up the yard. And then I'd like to clean up that whole fence line
fine.
along the east side and get most of that out of there. So
A lot of
I
it's
guess
just-
I have permission to pretty much
Yep.
get rid of that
A
old
lot of
line
it's
pipe.
just junk anyway, so.
Yeah, we'll take it
Use your
down,
own
put the
judgment.
cash in, maybe buy some tools for the shop.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
might find
One
some
last thing.
tools in
We
that
have-
junk.
Yeah, we have the people coming in, the contractors to put our new pipes in, and we're kinda on the hook for blocking the streets and stuff. Is it possible that we can put in a request to the county and see if we can get a couple stop signs?
That's a sticky wicket.
Okay.
The contractor probably can furnish.
I thought I'd ask, because
Yeah.
it would be handy to be able to set a stop sign out
Oh,
there.
all right. Oh, portable stop.
Portable
Yeah,
stop
I'm
signs.
sorry.
Yes. Portable stop signs that we can use,
move
when they're
them here,
working
there,
in a
wherever.
section, we can set it out there, and then we can take a couple of foldables and our cones,
Yeah.
and basically block the street off.
Well, the contractor's gonna do that, as far as I understand.
He should have a road closed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has all
Okay.
that, yeah.
From what I've heard through, I kind of thought we were somewhat on the hook for.
Well, we are a bit.
A
Yeah.
bit. So
Yeah, we're
I
just
I
saving
was
money
thinking
that way.
ahead, if we can get just a couple stop signs. I got a couple of foldable stands.
Mhm.
And if we put a stop sign, we can have one on either end of it.
Yeah,
And we
okay.
can take it up. put it-
I know a guy that has a little in with the county. We'll talk to him as soon as he gets back.
Yeah, I think, so I thought I'd bring that up. and-
Well, we're doing part of it. We cut a bunch of money out of it.
I
They-
thought they said it wasn't significant, and so Mark kind of backed off. I thought that's.
That's what I-
Yeah, it wasn't significant, because the contractor said he has all the stuff to do it,
Right.
and it's included in their mobilization,
Okay, well,
okay.
so.
If we need it,
It was like a couple
We'll-
$100
we'll
bucks.
do
or
it.
And it's something it wouldn't hurt for us to have.
It
when
wouldn't
we
hurt to have it
emergencies
anyway.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have them.
yeah.
All right, one last thing, every day a little bit more organized, okay? We have a complete kit now that we can, it's in a crate for just replacing and we're taking out the meters.
Oh, good.
Okay, we don't have the confusion of trying to find what it is. It's there. We grab the crate, we pull it out,
Cool.
we do it. It's a little more professional instead of looking like we don't know what we're
Yeah,
doing.
and you got everything you need right there.
It's right there
Cool.
and, it does make it a whole lot
Yeah,
easier.
yeah.
Second thing, I have some new, installs going in place. Prior to the install, I'm laying out in the shed on that table, everything I need. So, right now, I've got on order, 4 of the saddles, the brass saddles that go on there, that we lock into, and once I have that, all the parts will be laid up to the Municipex, and then on the meter side, all the way up to the Municipex and the threaded end for the customer to attach to. And then, when we get on site, we get Kevin, to dig it out, we get down the pipe, we throw the saddle on there, cut it, bleed it, flush out the plastic, close that valve, lay in the PEX. Kevin comes back with a load of fines, we throw that in there, throw the blue tape on top and fill it in.
Cool.
So we're laying it out so that we're organized when we get there.
Yeah. Not looking for this and that and the other thing.
Exactly. One of the things Malcolm is doing is going through the tools in the truck. What tools do we actually, we have all kinds of big wrenches, but in a lot of cases, we're not using them.
You don't need them.
So
Yeah.
they're going into the toolbox in the shed and
Yep.
being locked up instead of digging through all this stuff.
Yeah.
I've also gone into the shed and all the brass parts, certain sizes for PEX and all that, in a box. Instead of scattered all over shelves and we have to dig through that. We've been organizing the PVC pipe, the parts and pieces, all the 3/4 over here, the 2 inches, this kind of stuff so that we can grab the box, set it up on the table, lay out what we need so we know what's set up and not having to search through everything that's been going on all these years because of the disorganization.
Yeah, yeah.
So little by little, step by step, things are getting
You can't
easier.
fix it overnight, what took years to,
Exactly, but step by step, we're getting there.
good, good. Sounds
And
good.
so that's pretty much where we're at.
Okay,
Water
cool.
leak down by the VFW?
A water leak?
Is that what you said, Val? There was a water spot or water?
So,
flow?
yeah, so down by the VFW, not in the main driveway, but over on the other side, there's a big puddle.
That's
Where they've been filling the truck.
that's where they've been filling the water trucks.
I was about to say, yeah, we just put a big meter down there in a big metal box.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's all installed for them. We still don't have a key to that lock yet.
okay. All right, well, yeah.
No, good enough, thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't been out.
But
so-
when WECOM comes back, they're also gonna have to use that, and so I will probably have to meet WECOM down there,
Yeah.
log down everything,
And, yeah.
and
Speaking
then
of,
lock it back up.
when are they gonna come in and fix the roads and fix the crossing? You know,
Yeah.
right above me, they cut that asphalt, now it's a heck of a bump.
Yeah, it is.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
oh, some of the roads are terrible.
Well, the
Yes.
guy from Motor County was blading
There's
some
some
of it
payment
today,
issues.
but,
Yeah, I'm
What's
sure,
There's some payment issues, I think that's what they're.
well, I just don't know if I know it's county,
yeah.
so we don't really have too much say.
No, we
Well,
don't,
they hired,
but-
they
We can complain,
switched
no?
contractors,
Mhm.
right? They switched
Three
the
times.
installation people.
Yeah, I just don't know if somebody who we need to get a hold of with it and kind of file another complaint with it.
Yeah, 'cause Sixth Street was a mess.
Oh, Sixth is terrible.
Yeah,
It's
he went through with the
actually
motor
fixed.
grader today.
Yeah.
Did he help at all?
There.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I don't know, I haven't been out.
Oh, I haven't been up there.
It's
But he's
actually
been-
fixed,
no,
it's
he's
not
been
too bad. I mean, it's still
in
a
town.
little rocky, but the bumps are gone.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, you go buy it, so,
Yeah.
Cause that's pretty much what I have.
Okay, all right, cool.
thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. What do we have to say about the infrastructure project, Ange?
Nothing, Kathy submitted the payment terms to
Okay.
them, and because what they sent to us, we didn't like part of it,
Okay,
and
that's what I thought, yeah.
so we sent something back to them, and they're gonna get back with us and see if it's acceptable, then we're all done.
Okay,
Then they
then
can
we're ready to
start.
go, okay.
Yeah,
So do we have any idea of start time on that, or?
They'd
Not
like
yet.
to start pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna start real quick.
So I would imagine within the next couple of weeks.
We're gonna have to hammer out change orders, I think, at that
Yeah.
point. 'Cause
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now, we're just dealing with their base bid.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
that's what we set this up for, is their base bid, but I think we're changing some stuff. Going further on the intersection if we can, and that type
Yeah,
of thing.
that's,
Right.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, it's just
But
something we've got.
that'll be,
It's-
once we get them going, that's when we can do change orders. And we shouldn't have, it shouldn't take any time to approve change orders.
That's what the credit was. I knew there was a credit amount, and it was for their trenching treatment, right?
Yeah, they don't have to do
That,
slurries.
yeah, slurry.
Yeah.
So there was gonna be a credit for that. We haven't addressed that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but they haven't even told us how much. So that's why when the payment terms, it says they're gonna bill us in sections, and that's what we'll approve. So it'll end up being less, than what what it was allotted on the bid.
Right,
But that's okay.
yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. Old business. We're back to the
Big wash painting.
Big Wars plant. I still haven't been up to look at it. I would like to wait till Ron, we need to go, we need to go up and look at that.
I've been up there, but I can go back up again, just, yeah.
Well, don't do it till you.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, I could ride with somebody, it ain't no big.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, and I do, like
Have
I
they
told
been
Ben,
on
is I have a
this?
heavy duty sprayer, commercial sprayer that will save you long wands
Yeah.
and everything, that will
Yeah.
save you guys a
So
So
ton.
painting it.
So is
Spray.
everybody still on board for us to do it, or I wanna reach out to some contractors and ask
No,
them about
we
it?
don't, I think we should do it.
I think we should do it.
It's just
I really
paint.
do.
I haven't
Spraying it,
been to
taking
the
spraying
tank
it.
yet.
Well, no, it's not, cause we've got a roof repair to do too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but the roof isn't that bad, right? It's-
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't know.
yes,
The
it
roof
is.
is a roof
I
is a
think the
bitch.
roof-
I think you should get a roofer to do the roof.
I think the
Yeah.
roofer, I think we have to have a roofer to do that roof.
Yeah, but we should.
Yeah, that
give some of
whole
these
thing's
guys
pretty
backs
much
and
falling
shoulders on
in.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you'd like, I'll try and get some photographs this weekend
Okay,
of the roof. It's a little rough out there. I can drive out to the plant. And I found the key to the gate and I found the key to the main building.
Okay.
But I have not been up to the tank yet, so I don't know what keys go up there.
Yeah, we're talking about the little building where the RO system is, right?
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
plant.
yeah.
And there's a tank there.
Then it is a mess out there and there's been a
There's a
fire
tank
out there.
The
and-
one for Bill
Yeah.
Hamilton. And then there's the big one's right on the other side. That's what, they're talking about, the one that Bill Hamilton uses, right?
Correct.
That tank.
Yeah.
It's that multi-million-dollar disaster.
Catastrophe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever adjective you wanna use. Yeah,
A mistake.
yeah, that's.
The last time I
right there.
actually saw it was just after it was built, years ago. And then when I walked in and looked at it, I just went, because I actually worked for the guy who put the rubber roof on that thing years
okay,
ago.
okay.
So, I was on the roof and inside the building. And with Lucky Giddings unlocked it for us.
That's how old it is?
We're going back years.
Obviously, nobody, never mind.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's gonna be expensive to replace that roof, that's why we're almost gonna wanna go in and just say, hey, we want it patched, and
There's
Well, I
gonna
think so, that's
be-
gonna be a lot of money for that
yeah,
roof.
if you wanna go work.
Yeah,
There's
I've never looked
definitely
at that
wood.
roof,
Well,
but,
I kinda looked at it when me and Ben
Is it rotted,
and
Paul?
Mark went out there that one day.
Is it gonna be like putting lipstick on a pig, or is it still structurally sound?
I haven't.
It's
been inside.
concrete
I-
walls and
I
block
I can't
walls.
imagine the parts of it are any good. I would think there's a lot of roofing that's gonna
So
have.
it's not
to
gonna be
Not
packed.
only
Yeah.
all the rubber taken off, but then you're gonna have all the wood underneath. it
oh, yeah.
replaced.
God knows what that wood underneath looks like.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, if you look at it from the inside, it's
wrong.
pretty bad.
Okay, and I've never done
And
that,
it
I've
doesn't
never,
have to be another rubber roof like that.
well,
No, in fact, it shouldn't be.
no,
You could do
Yeah.
10 or something, yeah.
well, I don't know.
I don't know if you can put it on a metal roof, because it's flat roof, isn't it?
It's a flat roof,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you're
can't put
looking
a
at
roof
either
on it.
rubber or hot tar, basically.
Yeah,
It's gonna be expensive.
all right, let's just continue this till next month, and when you get to
We can
feeling
see-
like it,
Let me know when.
Okay, all right, we'll talk about that
Yeah.
sometime before the next meeting.
Yeah.
And we'll go up there, I'll drive up there.
I would like to join you.
Oh, yeah,
since-
we'll let you know,
You have
Because
the
I
keys,
can't get, with the truck, I really can't get up to the
okay, well,
tank.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That, we have no problem doing that, you know. So, okay,
Oh, there is one other thing. We have not been able to find a spare tire for the truck. Malcolm's gone through, he's called, we cannot find a rim that fits it.
rim.
What's
It's
that?
So
an
that-
18-inch rim,
19?
18.
18, oh.
8 lug, for a 99 Ford.
Now, you know, it doesn't have to be an 18.
No, for a spare, it could be a
It
small
doesn't
tire.
have to match, I agree with that
Yeah.
100%.
Just get it, so you can get it back home
What year,
again.
what year is
Right.
it?
99.
8 lug.
17
So-
would probably be okay, right? Just give us-
I would think that an 18-inch wheel would be pretty common.
You would think.
You would think so, but
17 or
But not
18.
8 lug.
Yeah, 8 lug is extremely common.
yeah, 8 lug, you can find them, find them
Yeah.
all over the place. But, trying to find an 18 is almost impossible.
Where have you gone?
I've gone to the pickup party out there
Mhm.
on 66.
Yeah.
I've called Dan's Auto Wrecking. They
Did you
don't
go
have
to
anything.
Stockton Tire?
Hmm?
Stockton Hill Tire?
They're trying to find them used.
Most people,
Used.
they're gonna
Probably
charge you a
gets
whole
one.
bunch
Yeah,
for
I just
that,
bought a
but
rim for the trailer. It was a
Yeah,
small
it's-
rim, but it
it's-
was like $60 or something.
I'll look and see.
Yeah, give them a call and see what they say.
Okay. Yeah, but we need to have that, so,
yeah.
Yes.
all right. Okay, work on it, guys. New business, there is no new business. Anybody got anything they wanna say? Okay, I'd like a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
I'll
Second.
So fast. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
See.
I- you know.
Okay.